Hey there, y'all. I couldn't get the background situated right when I was just using the phone normally, like I typically do, holding it up. And I lay it down to finagle something else, and I see that backdrop content of the screen that the lens is seeing. I was like, that works. Anyway, I've always been a person to where I do good when I can. I help out or forget to put my phone on silent, or we'll see how that goes. Anyway, it's like if I see something where it'll be just such a small minor inconvenience, or you know make whatever I'm doing take a delay, or just a little detour. And when you see an opportunity to where, like, here's situations that this comes into play during for me, and I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm just trying to encourage other people to maybe take the perspective I have and the initiative that I have, and I believe it's really just makes a difference, even though it's not a you know mountain shifting difference in the world. It help somebody's day go a little better, or help them have less hassle, or help them have less troubles. Like preemptive things, or trying to get dangerous situations addressed in order to preempt any sort of accident or injuries or property damage. So I'm kind of jumping around, but it all comes together because if I see a car driving when I'm driving and their one tail light brake light's out, or their brake light, the third one's out, or especially if they have two or all of them out, or semis, it could be 2, 5, 6. Not that you can see them all at one time to count, but anyway. So if I'm not in a dire hurry where I'm going, and it's not gonna impede traffic or put me in a dangerous situation, or anyway, so I can idle up alongside of that person at a red light or place a stop sign, or they turn into a parking lot. It's like they think they got somebody following them, but I just want to tell them their brake light's out. And the first few times I did it, like I started maybe 10 years ago, I was like, oh, they're going to get mad at me. They're going to get, or, I don't know, I was so shy and apprehensive. I don't know, I've always been very sort of social anxiety, but it just helped me. And then doing it helped me to be able to do it. And I've had truck drivers just thank me profusely, because, they'll lose their job if they get, and usually it's just they got a cord hookup between the tractor and the trailer to where the lights aren't getting power or signals. Or so the brake light thing, I let people know that. And if I'm driving in highway conditions or anywhere, if I see a semi swaying around, weaving, or seeming to not be able to maintain his lane, her lane. Sorry, I'm not trying to assume they're all male. I know I've considered truck driving, but I'll call the non-emergency police and just say, could you check on this driver? He seems like he's getting tired or something, or not feeling well, or he's not got precise control of his vehicle, of his rig, so he can get hurt. Someone else get hurt. $50,000 load of product in a store gets spilled all over a 6-lane highway. That's going to be more, economical cost to that store, which will result in rising expenses for the customers, at least. Anyway, that has to be absorbed. That loss has to be absorbed, etc. It's just a domino or snowball or something effect to where it really did better. Good. So just things on the road where traffic's a nightmare when you have to deal with it, and people drive like morons and like very entitled, where they got their destination and their agenda is way more important than anybody else's. There's no possible way anybody else can need to get where they're going more than this person needs to get where they're going. So, yeah, I digress. It aggravates me so bad, but I try to just do my little bit of, you know, whether it's a ripple effect or, like I said, domino effect or snowball, um, but some people just, it's not that hard to do. It doesn't cost a damn penny, and it, just, you want somebody to do it for you, and maybe I'm presuming too much that just, look out for each other. I, I guess I just try to look out for people, and always thinking to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Somebody's going to see me with two brake lights out, and they could take 5 seconds of their day, do a little doot doot on the horn, a little polite little doot doot, and get me to roll my window down. So what I do, I just like do that little like, and I'm like, you got your whatever brake lights out are out. And tell them, like, thank you so much. I think I've had one person just glare at me. I'm like, well, all right. But I would want somebody to do it for me, and so and actually no one ever has. I've only gotten one ever ticket for brake lights, but I mean, there's been a lot of times when I've had very close calls getting plowed into by somebody cutting across 3 lanes or running a stop sign, and I've had very unbelievable misses. So maybe God is paying me in that way, keeping me in one piece, because I check my own brake lights pretty well. Pretty much check my equipment and my fluid level. I try to do my best to maintain my vehicle. I don't just be oblivious to stuff. But anyway, holler at somebody if their brake lights are out if you get a chance. I mean, try to. I mean, I'm not telling. I'm just saying. I don't see why not. And look out for those truck drivers. They are human. They have, long hours. It is stressful driving a big rig, I'm sure. And then they could have times when they're feeling it anyway. Just get them checked on, because, and if they're going to get mad because they're doing something to where they're not impaired, they're just driving like an idiot, and they get cited and they lose their job and they can't drive. That's all well and good, because they don't need to be driving those heavy behemoths, potential deadly weapons on public highways anyway. All right. That's it, y'all. I'm just throwing stuff out because I'm bored. Not because I'm bored, because I think it might make sense to people. All right. Y'all take care and God bless.